down at the firehouse.
Yeah, she knows about the one down
Oh,
at the
yeah,
hydrant there.
turn that one into.
Yeah.
There's some that
Put a
work.
big sign
That
out.
one sometimes comes on during the day.
Okay.
You know, you never know.
That's
At least it
useful.
works.
5:40.
Yeah.
That's why I asked that question of that guy with the LED lights, okay, like how long does it take to get it fixed? Months and months.
At least 2 to 3 months.
Yeah.
At least
We-
the firehouse one.
Right, because we did all those at the same time. And then, did your Kathy Lee Drive, did that come on?
Yep.
Oh, did it? Okay, we got one out of however many.
I want you guys to notice I'm wearing a shirt without any stains on it. I just got it.
There's a stain on it,
Brady,
right
you for
across the whole thing.
Christmas.
Right there, it's Giants.
They're gonna make the playoffs this year, and everybody's gonna jump on the bandwagon. You watch.
You know, that looks a lot like what the senator from Pennsylvania wears.
No.
The new senator from Pennsylvania,
He did just fine.
or the guy from Ukraine. Isn't that what he wears?
Yeah.
Maybe that's how we get money. We should all wear like that.
Well, I'm hoping for some money. I did play the lottery, but I didn't have the right numbers.
What's next time?
Yeah, 6 million people.
I do have my wife working a third job now, so.
Somebody's got one.
You know, honestly, right now, it's an old gentleman. All right, I guess, Dave, you wanna lead us off with the pledge?
Don't want to fall off the edge. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
This time I will open it up for public comment. One at a time, please.
Going off topic one.
Take a number.
Seeing none, I guess we'll move on to our agenda. We have the audit. Everybody had a chance to see the bills.
Yes, and look at the bills, they're okay.
Basically, what we have done is a lot of transfers of money. So I guess I'll just start by reading what it is and where it's going, all right? Is that okay?
I see something.
Yeah, well, that's at the end. That's after, yeah, we have a resolution for that. Do you want to talk about it now?
Jim
No,
says so.
that's where it goes now.
Read in order.
Well, we have a resolution for that, and then,
Okay.
I just want to get these out of the way. We'll get all these.
It's a resolution also, so they're both resolutions, so whichever one you want to do first.
Okay. I'm not
He wants to
sure.
transfer the money first, obviously.
I guess so.
All right, transfer amendments, DA 5130.2, machinery 2, DA 5130.4, machinery 4, in the amount of $17,522.03. DA 5142-1, snow removal, DA 5110.1, general repairs of $17,958.51. DA 5142.1, snow removal, to DA 5142.4, snow removal 4 of $9,637.68. DA 5112.2, improvements 2, DA 110.4, general repairs, $5,285.78. DA 5130.2, machinery 2, to DA 5110.4, general repairs, in the amount of $4,538.09. DA 9060.8, what is this, a empty bin hopper, whatever it is,
Employment, it's your health insurance benefits.
to DA 5142.4, snow removal 4 of $15,938.48. A 1990.4, contingency to A 5182.4 streetlights of $4,375.30. A 1990.4 contingency to A 8160.41 landfill well testing and $583.27. Wow,
Flip over.
Those two.
I got page two,
Okay.
still a lot. DA 1503.4 machinery 2 to DA 1530.4 machinery 4.
No, that's the first page.
What?
That's the first page you want, A 1994.
All right, what do I got here? Tiffany? Why do I have,
So are you looking at the agenda or the resolution?
I'm looking at these first two pages.
Okay, so the one in your right hand is your resolution. The one in your left hand is from your agenda.
I don't think he's got the second one. Oh, there it is. This is
Oh,
the
this is the
second
second one, all right.
I'll say this one goes from the resolution.
All right, A 1990.4 contingency to A 1440.4 engineering in the amount of $290.00. A
You're okay.
A 7310.11 youth help to A 7310.4 youth 4 in the amount of $7,332.51. A 8020.4 planning 4 to A 8020.1 planning 1 in the amount of $3,249.26. A 5132.4 garage 4 to A. Okay, I just missed what one was I on?
8510, community beautification.
8510.4 community beautification of $60.50. A 5132.4 garage 4 to A 3310.4 traffic control for $583.79. W 1990.4 contingency to W 8340.41 chlorine in the amount of $21.09. W 1990.4 contingency to W 8320.41 electricity in the amount of $799.65.
So you need a motion.
Yeah, I guess we go to the resolution. We should probably do a roll call on this one, Sue.
I make a motion that we approve these transfers.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Well, go ahead, Sue.
Councilman Butler,
Yes.
Councilman Hahn,
Yes.
Councilman Van Slyke,
Yes.
Supervisor Hand.
Yes. Thank you, everyone. So I guess that brings us to our resolution for
Town court.
town court. Resolution approving the audit of the town court of the town of Postage, whereas an audit has been completed for the period of January 2022 through December 2022 with regard to the town court of the town of Postage and render assurance that all receipts and distributions are properly recorded and all reporting requirements have been met. And whereas the town board has received such audit, now there be it resolved by the town board of the town of Postage in its regular session duly convened as follows. The town board of the town of Postage hereby approve the audit of the town of Postage Hills Court for the period of January 2022 through December 2022 with such audit findings that all records appear correct and no adjustments are necessary. I'll entertain a motion.
I'll make the motion.
I'll talk to you.
Seconded by Harold. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed?
Jackie, do you have a roll call for that one?
Do you want a roll call for that? We can do a
Councilman
roll call.
Butler,
Yes.
Councilman Hahn,
Yes.
Councilman Van Slyke,
Yes.
Supervisor Hand.
Yes. Yeah, payment of bills. Dave, you wanna,
I move that we pay the town and highway bills of $93,447.64.
A second.
all in favor?
Aye. I move that we pay the water bills of $911.87.
A second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. We have an executive session. I can talk a little bit about one of them in public before we go into executive session. We have received a complaint about sidewalks not being shoveled. And I had Tracy stop by the homes on Main Street and give them a letter saying that it's not the town's responsibility to clear the walks, which led to a phone call from DJ this morning telling me that I was totally wrong, that we are actually responsible for shoveling the walks. So we're gonna go into exec session and talk about what to do about it. The other executive session is to talk about salaries for our new water department employees. So that's what our executive sessions are about. Any questions?
Does the town have a snowblower?
Snowblower won't fit.
Well, 36-inch.
We're talking about now or an executive session?
Well, I mean, I'll talk about the legal aspect of it in executive session, but you go ahead and talk about the problems with it.
It doesn't, as far as I'm concerned, it's not our responsibility and stuff. If all we need is like the resolution to put it in the town code, that's the way it should be. That's the way it is in Albany, Troy, everywhere.
Yeah,
People are
that's-
responsible for their
That's the
sidewalks.
way the highway law reads, is either you have a local law that says you're liable for it if your property adjoins it. If not, any sidewalk that borders a county or a state highway, the municipality is supposed to maintain it. We just never have since they were put in, I don't even know what year those sidewalks were put in, early nineties.
You've never done it.
Never done it. I mean, you can
So
go
why do
back.
these people all of a sudden think that you should?
Might be people walking their dog, that just, you know.
You also gotta look at it too, was when they had no choice with those sidewalks, they were put in, because the water main's underneath.
Right.
So, I mean, I used to live down on Main Street, and I had no choice on it when I lived down there. You know,
They kind of stuck them with it. So.
yeah, exactly, and I can see their side of it too, you know.
I can as well, but you gotta remember, we're a 6-man crew, and we don't have the equipment for it. You need a snowblower to attach our skid steer,
Well,
and it's not wide enough for that to get through.
yeah, the trouble is the sidewalk's 48 inches. The tracks on our skid steer are 72, and the smallest attachment snowblower you can get for it is 72. And there's 3 bottlenecks where the mailbox meets the telephone pole directly in 3 different spots from Rogers Parts Storage to Veteran Street. And that's an 8,400-pound machine, so if you're on the lawns on both sides of the sidewalks in the wrong time of year, you're gonna be making quite a mess.
I like that.
Some of those houses are pretty tight to the sidewalk for blowing the snow. I mean, you get into some major storms, you're not even gonna have a lot of room to really stack it up. And then it comes down to the fact that we don't even have a line item created in the general fund to keep track of all that, because you can't use highway funds for that. The salt that goes on it, the hours that go on it, the diesel that goes on it, all that has to be charged to ACO. That's how every other town around us does it.
Actually, the people that live in those houses don't give up. They walk on the sidewalks.
I'm not sure it's the people that live on Main Street. I think it might be people walking their dogs.
There's a lot of people that walk on it,
Yeah.
you know,
I
I
get
mean,
I mean, it's not that I don't want to start doing it if that's the path we decide to take, but there's a lot of things that are gonna have to get crossed off before we start doing it, you know? And I don't think buying a walk behind snowblower open is gonna be fun for a guy after 20 hours of plowing to then have to go walk and snowblow the entire sidewalk in the dead of winter, you know? That's a lot on somebody.
I can see it for their elderly people or something, maybe somebody can pitch in, but other than that, I don't think that it should be us. I mean, the houses are tight right there. I mean, I shovel farther than that for my walkway and stuff. I mean, you don't have this,
No,
We still have a guy who does the library.
Yes.
Would he be willing to add this to his duties for
I
extra
can
money?
estimate almost certainly.
What if he has snow blower?
It's,
I'll ask.
He wasn't doing the sidewalk the other day when I was doing the parking lot. He has 2 grandkids doing it. So,
you gotta remember too, all that snow that goes on that sidewalk is all heavy,
yeah, it's
wet
coming
stuff
off the
because it's coming off the
state
roadway.
Clouds.
So,
What I'm curious about is why, if you've never done it, that all of a sudden people start calling Keith and saying,
Well, the one person that called has called before, but I don't think there's ever been a whole lot of traction for people to complain about it. I remember when the highway department bought the skid steer, I think that was in the 2015, 2016, Dominic had tried to get Toby to start doing it, but for the exact reason that the skid steer will not fit is why we never did. Other than that, I don't have anything records-wise that shows there was ever anything coming up about the town actually maintaining it.
At any rate, I was wrong for sending the letter out, so we're gonna have to address that. And,
can you get a blade for that?
Yeah, but it'd be just as wide,
Just as wide.
72
Yeah,
inches.
okay.
Yeah.
Is it just the ones on this side, the new ones on the other side, are they the right,
The new ones on the other side, what do you mean?
the,
One's right here,
it's the new sidewalk on the other side of the street.
right here in front of the town hall? Those ones are wider, you can fit on that one to the bridge, yeah. I didn't measure it, but those are wider than the ones on the main drag, so I would say, yeah, you could probably fit better.
well, that's it for tonight, right, Tiffany? And we get anything else? No, we just have those 2 items to discuss in executive session. Thank you people for coming out.
You know that reduces your